Hello, here I am with BF Synths, Zeno and Gregory at the Superbooth 2025, and they are showing us their new modules and what they can do with it. So Zeno, what have you brought us to Superbooth?
So we have two new ones. I'll start with the smallest one. That's the LED Chaos. It's a micro module.
Yep.
It is a bit similar to the slot, as in it will provide you a CV source, which is random, chaotic, not completely, but quite chaotic, to, for example, to use on the cutoff of a filter, or maybe use it to change the chords of a Solina or the module and to slowly morph your signal. It's using these three small LEDs, and they have randomized patterns of lighting up. So there is one in the rack here. If I push the cables aside, you can see right now I have connected two of the three LEDs, and it will, the CV signal will follow the changing colors. You'll hear it later in the jam, I think. But for example, if I unplug one LED, you can see the pattern already changes. Yeah. Now we have another speed of oscillation and other colors as well. So this is a very slow LED. The second LED is a fast LED. So once I plug that one in, you will see that the speed is different, and so your CV speed will be different as well. And it's just nice and fun to see. For me at least, it was very fun when I made the prototype to hear my cutoff move together with the blinky lights. Like this already was great fun. So there's one knob included we call it like a morph knob. It's not exactly attenuation, but it's close, and it's to find the sweet spot. Like for if you use it on the filter, or if you use it on PWM, you can dial in some sweet spots which you hear by ear with the one knob that is included.
Okay, that sounds like a very interesting source of randomness.
Yeah, exactly. And so it will be on sale just like the other module very soon. This one will be 50 euros. And so it will be our cheapest module on the lineup now.
Okay, and it's a micro module, so is that your first micro module?
Yeah, it is our first micro module.
Fantastic, well done.
Yeah, Gregory did a really nice job on acing it from the first time, directly making a perfect micro module.
Well done. So, okay, so what's the next module?
So you can see some more blinky lights here.
Okay.
And this is also a first for us. Right now it's the potentiometers that are blinking. Right now I'm triggering it from my Digitact to send the triggers, and this is another first for us. It's our first module with internal MIDI, with EMDI, which was a great idea of Gregory as well.
Yep.
Like to add this extra function. So I forgot to say what it does in the first place. It's a 4 envelope, basically. So it has 4 envelopes in one U. It's something that I wanted for a long time, because I often am short of envelopes for creating drum sounds. And I like our small racks, so I wanted something very small, as much envelopes as we could put in one U. So this became 4 envelopes, and each have a decay setting. So it's decay only. So the attack is super fast to get really poppy, short, percussive sounds. The percolator has some more extra functions. So it has the EMDI, which is like one wire, one cable, going from the MIDI source here, channel 1 for example, to the module, and it's triggering all 4 of the envelopes over MIDI.
And which notes would you play on the MIDI keyboard?
So we configured it so it has the notes C, D, E, and F, which is basically the 4 notes on the MIDI keyboard. So if I play here, you can see that the LEDs light up with the triggers. But you can of course also trigger without MIDI. It has 4 trigger inputs. For example, from a Euclid grid, or from a topograph, or from the quantizer module, you can use any triggers. And also it has 4 gate inputs, which means if you input like a square wave, for example, it will stay high, the volume of the envelope not the volume, but the envelope will stay high until the gate is gone, and then it will drop in the decay. So it's more of a release only in that case. But you can also plug in the square wave, for example, into the trigger input, and then it will just instantly trigger and stop. So then it converts gates to triggers as well. And then the last thing, we also have manual triggers if you want to fine tune and manually trigger your drums. And we also have, in case you just want to use it not for the envelope, but to convert MIDI signal to triggers, you can also do that. It also has trigger outputs next to the envelope outputs, and these respond to the MIDI channels. For example, just to make an example, you'll hear a kick drum later. I have programmed this kick drum to be the MS-20, and I will use the decay from this one to trigger the VCA for the volume of the kick drum, but I also linked the same trigger via the trigger output to a second envelope. You'll see that's this one. The second percolator envelope, I linked these through so they always trigger together. And this second one does the pitch modulation of the MS-20 to give the kick drum a bit more punch.
Nice.
So you can link through and get creative with the extra options.
Very nice.
And we have some more special news, because I was talking about the Euclid Grid already. Some more special news. So Tom's from Kia, the creator of the fantastic Euclid Grid module, he has contacted us. He has asked if someone else can make a new run of the Euclid Grid, because he is for a long time out of the country and not at his workshop. And Gregory took on the challenge to make the Euclid Grid now made in France as well. And yeah, they will go online on our store page as well. Same price as they were from Kia, and everything is the same as the last iteration of it. So yeah, we're doing a new batch.
This is such good news, because so many people were after Euclid Grid.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it's the heart of so many systems.
Yeah.
And they did a good job, these people, because they pushed Toms into contacting everyone to ask if
that's
someone
right.
can do it.
No,
So
fantastic.
it worked.
Fantastic. Well done.
Since maybe tomorrow or in...
It should be this weekend. So I put on all the info and modules for Tindy. They just have to approve it. They already approved the percolator, that's already on sale. And maybe by the time the video is live, I believe the other ones will be on sale as well.
That's fantastic. Well done. Well done. It's great news.